Good afternoon, coolest coast. It is time for Coffee on the Coast. Good afternoon and welcome to this episode of Coffee on the Coast. I'm your host today, Tina Prigge. Delighted to welcome back to the show Kirsten Smith of Manitowoc Public Library. Kirsten, so good to see you.
Thank you. It's so great to be back. It's been a while since I last saw you.
And it's interesting because you're back and we're talking about a topic that we often don't talk about socially, and that's anger, especially kids experiencing anger. Can you tell us more about the program that you have planned?
So, my program is based on Daniel Tiger, which is a show on PBS Kids. It, Parents might remember Daniel Tiger from when they were small. He was one of the characters on Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. And the Daniel Tiger series focuses heavily on social emotional learning. Which is incredibly important because it plays a role in children's success at school. So the time to really learn that is when you're a preschooler. And often preschoolers don't have the words to express how they're feeling, especially when it comes to anger, which is when you get a lot of acting out. So we are going to talk about anger. We're going to talk about some of the things that make us angry, and then we're going to go over some strategies to help with anger. And then at the end, we'll make a craft.
Oh, so it's really like healthy ways to help children deal with this kind of thing that can sneak up on you, and sometimes it's unidentifiable, right? Like, how do we process this?
Exactly. And you're right. It is almost unidentifiable. You might be feeling something, or for children, they're feeling something and they might not know what that feeling is, but I have a little bit of a demonstration. You know, when something upsets a child, they get angry, and then something else may happen. They get a little angrier, and they continue to get angry until until they explode. So the idea is that we can avoid that by teaching them some strategies to use so that they're not so distressed.
Yeah,
Um,
right. We don't want children exploding. We don't want them to hurt themselves. We don't want them
no.
to hurt others. Okay, so Daniel Tiger is your diplomat for talking about this. This is happening on Friday, October 6th, 10:30 a.m. in the Balkansky Community Room, talking about anger. Angry feelings are natural and normal, but there are healthy things we can do and things that don't hurt others. Um, what age is this targeted towards?
So this is targeted towards preschoolers. So anybody who's 3 or 4 years old, even if you're 5, you're welcome to attend. There really isn't much of a age limit at all. Everybody's welcome. Some of the other strategies we're going to be looking at are how to control your breath. So this is a book that I recommend a lot to parents, and it's called Breathe Like a Bear. And can I go through one of these exercises with you?
Sure.
Okay, let's see. Trying to decide which one.
I think we need something to calm down after that balloon
After the
popping.
balloon, I agree. I agree. So, Tina, can you make a grumpy face? Oh, yeah. I knew that you could make a really grumpy face. So, maybe you feel a little sad or a little angry today. If you do, make a sad or an angry face. Now, take a really big breath in and blow all those bad feelings away. Do it again, just in case they didn't all go. All right. Sit up really tall and maybe smile a little smile, and take another long breath in and let that air all the way out. So this one was a pretty basic one, and it was about getting your grumpies out. But there are some other really great ones where you're imagining that you have some hot chocolate and it's very hot and you need to cool it off, and you get the kids to breathe on their hot chocolate. Just something that distracts them and brings them to be a little bit more centered. Um, we're also going to be reading A Little Spot of Anger, and I have my angry spot right here. And our goal is to turn into our little peaceful spot. So We have a strategy for that as well. This one comes with a little bit of a poem, and you work it out with your fingers. And then Daniel has a wonderful, wonderful song that we're going to learn as well.
Aw, I
Yes.
love it. I have to say, I feel great after that little exercise. Even though I wasn't feeling grumpy, everyone in the office is going to be so thankful to you.
Well, that is wonderful to hear.
But it wasn't hard to do, right? Just that quick little thing.
Yeah, just a quick little reset, and then you can get on with your day. And really, when it comes to kids and anger, there are some certain things that parents can do to help their kids. Staying calm is huge because it shows kids how to handle emotions. And if you're able to talk through those angry feelings, it gives the kids a vocabulary on their own to do that. So communicating, extraordinarily important. Also, praising appropriate behavior. So if you have a child that likes to strike out a lot, when you see them catch themselves from doing that, tell them, I see that you wanted to hit, but you stopped yourself. I'm so proud of you in the way that you're growing. Um, and then also help them practice problem solving skills, and don't wait for an angry moment for that. Games like red light, green light. Do you remember that from childhood? Or
Sure.
putting beads on a string, something that takes patience. Or even if you make a bunch of roads on your living room carpet using masking tape, and then have them drive on the little masking tape roads, um, that helps them in finding that centered balance. And it also helps them in dealing with things when they get a little bit frustrated, because maybe that masking tape isn't going to stick to the floor. Maybe it's getting stuck on their car. So put them in situations that you know they can handle, that they're going to find a little bit frustrating, and then practice some of those techniques for becoming less angry. So
Mm.
don't wait for things to explode like the balloon.
Yeah, and that's smart too. And what you're saying is, what I'm hearing is, like, as a parent, there are opportunities where if you notice, right, anger building up, that you can help de-escalate it before it becomes a thing too.
Absolutely, yes, that's so important. Um,
Did,
so we have lots of fun things planned. I hope that we get a good turnout. And this will be the first of a series based on Daniel Tiger, and we'll cover some other emotions as well. The series itself is called Big Emotions for Little People, and hopefully we can help some kids with anxiety, with sadness, with a number of different issues. So look for
nice.
that in the new year.
And did you say you're watching some media too that has Daniel Tiger in it?
Yeah, so my dogs enjoy PBS Kids, so they watch Daniel Tiger in the morning while I'm getting ready, and then they continue to watch PBS Kids while I'm at work. A number of years ago, I was involved in the PBS Kids learning cohort, where they taught us how to take their media and incorporate it into our programming. And with that, they allow us to use their intellectual property. So we get to use their videos, and we get to use their characters in our marketing, and it's really quite generous of them. So I'm really hoping that those kids that connect with Daniel Tiger will come, and they'll learn a couple new things to try.
That's awesome. Did you say too that you're also making a craft as part of the experience on October
We
6th?
are making a craft. I am still working on exactly what that is. It's going to be a calm down craft, but I have too many ideas. So I need to spend some time thinking so that I can narrow it down to just the one.
Well, this is awesome. This sounds like awesome programming. Social emotional, tips and tricks for children is so beneficial, helping them not only in their families, but in schools. And it's only going to help them then become better citizens in society, knowing those skills.
Right. I agree.
Kirsten, thank you so much. Let's just tell people one more time. We are talking about Friday, October 6th, 10:30 a.m. This is happening in the Bolkansky room for preschoolers. It is going to be some introduction to anger, dealing with angry feelings, healthy things to do when you're angry, and things that don't hurt others. Chris,
Thank you very much for having me on, Tina.
thank you so much for joining me today. You've been watching Coffee on the Coast, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.
Bye.